Those are new players for Ultra Prime because Talia is somewhat decent, but you got a Snowball, and then you got a Scion Braum. A lot of pressure on one of the new guns here for Ultra Prime. Liking what we're seeing from Ultra Prime early. They have a succinct plan, understand what lanes they should have priority in, and capitalizing on it right now by picking on 5. Can break out. Who moves the first pawn forward? It's Aki with the Vault Breaker. Gonna drop on top, but a great combo from Saber. Gets Satap down to about half HP, but here comes the trade back. Charm's gonna land. Great flat forward on the headbutt pulverize, and Saber falls. Great aggressiveness there from Feather. One of the key facilitating contributors to this TT roster. Might have just got them the Dragon and the first crack and kill count.
And it's just a mistake right there out of Saber, not recognizing that he's down an item. Still, Ultra Prime, they know they're strong at this point. Gonna teleport in and try for the play.
But the Dragon's already down, and Feather's going back in again. The Charm's gonna land, layered with the Equalizer. Amazing usage of the ultimates, and now Aki gets to fly forward with the Vault Breaker onto Zhang. Scion is tanky, but is he tanky enough to handle 5 members of ThunderTalk? Doesn't seem like it as he flashes over the wall, but another Vault Breaker is gonna sing home for Aki. That's Feats of Warfare secured for ThunderTalk, and Satap just can't stop hitting these charms. Finally, TT break this game.
You're not anywhere near as damaging as you otherwise would be, but that doesn't matter, not when Hoya's in a good spot. Ultra Prime looking for something a bit aggressive, Saber, you do not want to step to any of these bushes, bud.
Well, this is a very unfun game of Where's Waldo, and Saber is going to be the one caught. Equalizer down, they throw down cease and desist, everything layered on top of Saber, but he finally burns down. It's a clutch flash from Aki. Make sure he gets out without even trading his own life. Just like that, Hoya grabs a double, and Junhao try and wait out until that Otacon. But that's not what they're really going for. They're trying to take aggro over this Dragon. They've been spotted trying to take it. For now, they have control of the river. But Aki is looking for a flank angle. Feather, you know, he always wants to fly in with that headbutt pulverize. When I say start to drop the damage, and there goes Feather, gets the 3-man headbutt pulverize, and Satap's coming out of the flank with a clutch stun. Make sure Satap has to bail out of the fight. One more auto comes across for Baya. He gets the first kill. The Smolder, though, trying to reel on the front side of this fight. Feather doing massive protection towards Hoya, but they're having to flee from the pit. It's clutch stuns from Saber that bail out Ultra Prime, and just like that, the game is back on even tilt.
Satap, what are you doing? It's not so often that we see the flanking melee Ahri, but that's what Satap decided to do in that fight, and they can't play these fights that quickly. You need a pick to start them out, especially at this point in the game. Everybody drops pretty low for Ultra Prime. If this fight happens in a...
Yet. 1xN, to his credit, has done a fantastic job stacking up. 192 stacks in 19 minutes, as we are going to see the feats of strength go over to Ultra Prime, grabbing that last turret. I'm liking the tempo they're pushing now. They dropped the Rift Herald mid. They're trying to open up as much of the map as possible before the Otacon in about 30 seconds.
Teleport coming on in. That's definitely not going to save the tower. It was just Feather, obviously, with that unsealed spellbook. They should at least be able to stop this second charge out from the Rift Herald. There we go, just going to get...
I don't even see a way they could get in here, especially with Feather getting completely chunked down by Saber. Lands the full Talia combination. The Scion teleports over first. TT, you cannot surrender this Otacon. All this XP for nothing, but how do you get into this pit? It's already down below 4,000, and Aki is way off to the side. The Juggler is even here trying to make the 50-50, so Junhao secures the Otacon. Feather caught on the front side, trying to use the Breaker Will to stay up and alive, but his health bar is depleting rapidly. Aki's going to try to go in off to the side, but his Vault Breaker finds nothing. He goes in for the cease assist, goes wild, and drops off, and now Ultra Prime get to sing their song, running for a Baya double kill. The Weaver's well forward. Can Saber find the kill into Hoya?
Right there from Jiang, and that is also going to just draw members up towards the top side a little bit from ThunderTalk. It's going to open up this Drake. It's now going to be the sole point right here for Ultra Prime. But the Pro still...
Thank you.
You can't step to
vision.
it.
They have
Mom
no idea.
For vision.
Mom for vision. That is the hole that ThunderTalk are in. Feather going to eat a seismic shove here. Xiaoxia and Saber try and hold the line. Zhang going to also spend the ultimate. Tries to go out of the pit as Aki is stuck in the back here. Vault Breaker's back over. Baron's at about 2K. Can Aki get the steal here? Gets knocked up. Yes! Gets away with the steal. It was too early of a smite from Junhao. A lifeline to TT, but they need to escape with the purple banner, and they will do just that. Another topsy-turvy point in our game one. TT survive and thrive with 4 of Baron.
Oh my god, Aki with the Vault Breaker in, the Vault Breaker out, the flash in, and the steal. He manages to do it right here. He gives ThunderTalk a lifeline. He's a little bit slower. He's syncing up the waves. He's also just removing some XP away from Ultra Prime. That's nice. That's going to give them a little bit extra right here. He's now going to be able to take down that tower, and that's actually the first tower of the game here for ThunderTalk. That's going to go a long way towards getting themselves a lot more gold. ThunderTalk, they have a ton of standing gold available to them on the map.
And where does all that need to funnel into? the insurance policy. For as much as we were worried about Vi and Ari not getting a good lead early on, 1xN has the IE done, has over 300 stacks. It's a whole new ball game that I know all you in the LPL remember. So many iconic Smolder games. Does 1xN have a staple one in the cards here so early into Split 3? Because at this point for ThunderTalk, he is the win con.
Absolutely. I mean, it's very close as well for Setab being able to pick up that death cap. So the item breakpoints are coming through for ThunderTalk. There's going to be a key fight right here. You cannot allow this soul to go over.
Have to watch for these flank lines. Aki's trying to remain hidden. Already has a Baron still under his belt. And it's just a second game for ThunderTalk. Does he have more heroics in store for us? Ultra Prime start up this Chemtech Drake, but they need to be careful. They're going to use the Weaver's Wall. Now looking to try and churn and burn, but Aki can get right over it. Equalizer's going to come down onto the backline, and now Ultra Prime is starting to get a bit scattered, but Feather is way below HP.
Gets
drops
the dragon.
Equalizer. Zhang is going to go in, but it's secured by Junhao. Gets his revenge on the dragon, and Baya's going to pop Hoya, but 1xN remains untouched. He needs to find these low health bars. 1xN's flashing forward. It's a clutch. Zodia's coming out from Saber. 1xN trying to desperately kite back, but the Braum stuns land. All the damage lands for Ultra Prime, and they find themselves the clutch fight win.
They're going to win the fight. They're going to pick themselves up the soul as well. And now what can Ultra Prime do with 4 members of ThunderTalk dead? They're going to push through the mid lane. Teleport coming in as well from Saber right here. They may be looking to try end this game.
They survive the Exodia Smolder for now, and they're looking to capitalize on it by getting their first game win of Split 3. Who's there to stop it so far? It's Feather respawning now, and Setab. But Zhang is so tanky, and the turrets are depleting rapidly. Sure, Feather gets a big headbutt pulverized, but why does Ultra Prime ever care about either of these two champions? All they care about is going for the win. Hoya's back up. We have a Nexus race, but Ultra Prime are going to win it and win game 1 of our series.
Sub 30 minutes as well right there for Ultra Prime. And that game, it was not clean. There were mistakes. They end up with the Baron stolen away from them. But still.
Alright. Well, TT, bro, Aki, this is your redemption game. Aki, Lisa.
Both junglers setting up around the same spot as Feather. Also looking to go in. There's the flash down from Setab into the dredge line. Look how the CC's layered beautifully. And Saber's going to fall and burns his flash on the way out. That's the same
miserable lane, but to be honest, he doesn't get a nice one of those. But it does open up a potential dive right here for Jiang, and he does not have a rage bar to play with.
No rage bar, no friends, and a whole lot of comeuppance coming his way. Tibbers dropped another great
play work topside as well, and that's now 2 kills into his back pocket. It does, of course, open up this Drake to go over to Ultra Prime. They very much need it. It's just going to be a Chemtech, though. Nothing too much right now. Drake stacking could be something for Ultra Prime to play around, though.
It really plays in. Take a look at the bottom screen here. Xiaoxia on the flank, doesn't have the solar flare. Junhao going to get hit with the resonating strike, and there goes down the cycle between worlds, but Setab is sectioned off and cut down. Just like that, the flank explodes, and TT are left dizzy trying to figure out where Setab went in those team fights. Set up this next Drake spawn, but the top laners are playing Ultimate Chicken. As down goes the all-out, but Hoya was not expecting Junhao to be waiting off to the wayside. He's running back towards the turret, but guess what? It's not his turret. Junhao is going to section him off and bap him down with the staff. Sooner or later, no matter how many shields or dashes this Cassante gets, he gets a house thrown to his forehead. Down goes Hoya. But Aki finds a trade as the cross-mapping continues in this game, too.
Yeah, it's just going to be the Drake for the kill, but still, this is tons of plates going over to Jiang. They're going to be able to pick up this full tower right now, I think, and yeah, that's a big wave to be losing out on. This is a big objective to lose out on here as well. And actually, because we haven't had anybody pick up all of the kills right now, next kill is going to secure the feats right here for Ultra Prime if they're able to get it.
Aki's trying to continue that cross-mapping pressure, but pushing power of Ascena is just not there with 0 grubs in the pocket of ThunderTalk. Talked about it constantly. The wave pressure Ultra Prime bringing it's already bearing fruit as that first turret's picked up. But GT want to look for the dive here with Aki's power and Setab swinging over. There is the on the hunt pop, but there's a great kick into the resonating strike. Aki, great job sectioning off Baya and saying bye-bye, sending him back to the fountain.
Hey Slayer,
Ultra Prime content cross-mapping once again. Willing to secede this Herald for more turrets knocked there, but Ultra Prime, there's just no way into this river. You've got Jiyoung on the back end of this. trying to stack up the Gnar bar, but he's got to be careful. All of TT can just barrel down onto him. And they're going to have to give up this dragon. The Solar Flare's not going to find a stun. Xiaosa's trying to find a flank, but this time it falls completely flat. Instead, Tibbers throws down the gauntlet. Xiaosa down first. Hoya pulls one member into the pit. Jiyoung trying to fight his way out. Hoya's going to have to actually flash out of the pit as this fight starts to get messier and messier. Saber and Saintab in their own 1v1. Junhao going to fly in with the Cyclone, but it doesn't find any big marks.
There it is.
Jiyoung to get the Gnar ultimate. Saintab is slapped down just like that. Aki goes in, quickly goes his way back out, jumping towards his teammate. Dredgeline not going to allow Junhao the clutch flash, and Aki looking for a padded Lee Sin flank, and Baya's gonna walk right into the brush. Dredgeline down, the spell shield will not save you. Sivir sent back down to the fountain. The Aki,
especially as they get themselves a little bit more of those CS leads. Setup also picking up that top lane tier 1 tower. And these plays, they're just all so back and forth, but that pick really, really well done onto Baya. If Aki can keep finding picks like that, then it doesn't matter that the team fight potential of the Lee Sin is no... You can feel it, it's tense right now.
Oh my god, Xiaosa, there he goes. Flashes, Zenith Blade, immediate cleanse. What I said does not eat the Solar Flare stun, so they get the stun out. Junhao goes next, the Flash Cyclone down, but again, doesn't get to save down. Guess who does? Saber does. Between worlds, Zhang tries to get himself out. Aki gonna flash after him, gets the kick, gets the Sonic Wave, and now Baya is sectioned off. Oh, the Ultra Prime, they went all out to kill Saintab, and it scatters them all over the river, and TT capitalize.
And they forget that Saintab really isn't the big carry of this game, not right now. That would be Aki. Picks himself up another kill in that one, and it is going to be the Drake that's now going to be sole point right here for ThunderTalk, and they are looking to send us to a game number 3.
Cloud sole point, starting to get more control of the map here. ThunderTalk with a very good answer back, and this time you can see the difference. It's a similar game plan. Early game-oriented Aki jungler. When he gets it, Aki's just going all damage with his build, but look who's getting picked off again. It's Saintab, but there's not an angle for Saber to go all in, so Xiaosa drops the Foliona combo and gets dropped back towards the gray screen. Just basically a Wukong. Cyclone is, the Aki show continues to thrill here. We go back to live, and he's completely blown up Saber. 6-0-2 on this full damage lead.
Absolutely. This is a place where we've seen a lot of teams throw away games, and as we've talked about, right, both of these teams sat near the bottom of Group Nirvana. They know how to make mistakes, but so far, so good. Is going to be another tower picked up by ThunderTalk. They've now evened up that tower advantage that Ultra Prime had worked so hard for during the early stages of the game. Next Drake is going to spawn, and this is going to be Soul right here. Where's the engage from Ultra Prime? Can they play this one out in a simple front-to-back style, or will they not even be allowed to step up?
Well, it starts with getting Jiyoung onto that Mega Gnar, but his Gnar bar is nowhere close to completed, so you don't have that big team fight ultimate. It's going to have to be the Cyclone. Xiaosa eats a Dredgeline, but he's going to be fine here. The Dragon down below 3k. We're going to have another 50-50. Solar Flare hits big, but the Smite comes through for Aki. Cloud Soul down for TT, and now Jiyoung has to get out of the fight. Hoya holding strong on the front line as the Cyclone goes completely deaf ears. Junhao has no ability to find carries, flashes out with the Trickster, the Blast Cone, all can save him, but Aki is hunting. The Sonic Wave falls just a bit short, but TT accomplished their goal once again. Cloud Soul for the rest of game 2.
And now they can push through this mid wave, open up this mid lane tier 2 tower, and just keep the pressure going if they want to, or pull back towards this Baron, get themselves a ton more vision, more reserved, and it's not allowing them to do any of the damage that they need to.
Oh, a Sleeping Giant. Saintab has the stun, Tibbers available, no flash, but like you called out, been marking Baya this whole game. Ultra Prime have no idea where this Baron is at,
there they go.
But it's Aki that's going to come after them. They get the Timber stun down onto 2. They layer CC beautifully. Xiaosa blown up. Jiyoung cannot get it. He's not even Mega Gnar because it's just Aki running wild in the backline. Ultra Prime are crumbling to the might of ThunderTalk. No kills to be traded back. TT snap back from game 1 with a vengeance and an ace home to send this game and this series to the 3.
There's going to be 40 seconds until any of the big members for ThunderTalk have to worry. Ultra Prime going to lose this game. Like I said, it's going to be a game number 3. And it was control for ThunderTalk from the very beginning to the very end of this one. Ultra Prime, they could just never get involved. And we had questions, Slayer. We had so many questions about what the Aki Lee Sin was going to look like. But hey, it looks great in this game. He cruises to a victory for his team. Game number 3.
A deathless Lee Sin performance. Aki answers the call, silence the doubters, it shows why ThunderTalk chose him as their split 3 jungler. We are tied 1 apiece.
Huge right here for ThunderTalk. Still, these compositions are very, very different in a lot of ways. They both do want to
have so much of the tempo here, but one timer for TT, and they pick up the dragon.
Wait, what?
Cannot steal it. He goes in. Petrifying Gaze is not going to land onto Aki. The bailout comes across, and Aki is saved and flashes out. Complete 007 maneuver, and now TT can just run through the rest of Ultra Prime. Junhao has to flash over a wall, but T-Tab will follow him because he is not in his own jungle. He is in the property of TT. Dragon feats of warfare just like that over to ThunderTalk. TT want to keep the pedal to the metal, knowing they have such a good early lead, but they have to be careful leaving one of their laners to straggle back. One Glacial Prison, Lockdown, and Saber gets his first kill of the game.
They were thinking about it.
A lot of pigs coming back, maybe them collapsing towards this mid lane. Baya might be the target here for Aki, but Ixtal's impact does whiff. Can Junhao find an angle with this Glacial Prison first? Yes, he does get the slide by hit onto Aki. His Heartsteel doesn't really stacked up enough by now, but makes to grasp from being first to a legendary item. Aki can tank so much early damage and walk out scot-free.
Yeah, the fact he's already got that Heartsteel completed means he's fine. He does get chunked out for about half of his HP, though, and that is going to make stepping up for this Drake very, very tricky. I feel like as ThunderTalk, you might want to just concede this one. There's no point in throwing yourself away to fight. Aki even just smoked that Gromp, so he's not really looking for the steal here.
Here's the thing, though. Ultra Prime used 2 ultimates to get really low value out of Aki. Xiaosa's going to try and going off the side. Impale gets onto 2 into the hostile takeover. Aki serves them up on a platter, and the rest of TT chopped down at the bit. Nothing for Ultra Prime to try and find on the backside. Sure, they get Aki, but he provides a golden ticket to a massive lead in Game 3 for his squad.
Sure, okay. As soon as he smoked that Gromp, I was like, oh, they're going to leave that one alone. But ThunderTalk, they don't know the meaning of that word. They're now going to chase down onto the bottom side of the map a little bit as well.
Done?
Do they want to go for this play? No. Oh, hang on. Saber's alone now. Saber's alone now. Yeah.
All right. Wave coming in. No flash for Saber. Xiaosa trying to run his way back towards Junhao. Can he get close enough to save their slippery snake? No. The head is cut off. There's no more coming back on.
I was so sure that ThunderTalk had waited too long to make that dive.
No, Tab.
Don't do it.
The one to walk up, throws a Q in. They do see that Junhao goes towards the Drake. Now they can get better control of this very pivotal river brush. Culling down. Aki's going to gobble that up like Sunday breakfast. He does not care at all. Stacking health, so one ultimate comes off the table for Ultra Prime. Using ultimates for little value is what cost them that last fight. See if they can sink them better this time around as Hoya's looking for the flank. Glacial Prison going to come down. Aki gets the McHales, and once again, just absorbing ults like nothing. Gets control of the Drake, and a handshake onto Junhao. He's dead just like that. Hostile takeover. Going to hit onto both Saber and Xiaosa. Hoya not able to find the kill, but it's okay because Jiyoung dies on the backside of the fight. 1xN has all the damage, and the Realm Warp brings all of TT to the forefront. Another scattered pick down. 3 for 0. TT are rolling in Game 3.
And they're going to be able to turn back around and pick themselves up this Ocean Drake. Soul point completed here for ThunderTalk. They look shaky in game number 1, but game 2, game 3, they'd be looking a heck of a lot better. And all the way, there's no way that you can step up towards this one. I do like the decision here out of all. I've got to be honest. Taking these towers is going to be critical. Ooh. Jiang teleports topside as well, so they are looking to just melt through this tower, but I felt like they were going to get that tier 2 tower anyway.
This is definitely a bit wacky. You've also got Baya scrambling to farm jungle camps as he tries to get to items to make him important. And I think Ultra Prime may have stuck around too long up in the top lane because they're going to end up actually just trading top tier 2s across the board, so that little bit of gold they felt like they got back, it's really just the objective bounties that give them that advantage. And, well, hello, Hoya, all right. I know you guys are ahead, but you're not that far ahead. Luckily, Ambessa has 2 billion dashes, and he gets himself out of the 1v2.
Yeah, there's no miasma right there from Saber to keep him locked down. It's going to be just fine. Still, we were talking about that 8k gold lead. It did get cut down by quite a big chunk. Like you said, those objective bounties are huge, so good decision-making right here out of Volt. Hope and pray that they make a mistake at this point. Like,
well,
it's
on
really,
AL right now,
really
so
tricky.
I don't know how you beat Hope.
That would help. Hope would help in this situation. I'll be honest, that would probably make this a little bit easier of a game to play. Yeah, Ultra Prime is going to be very tricky. You're going to be relying right here on Junhao hitting a really big ulti. If you can hit a massive Glacial Prison, and then full follow-up, there's a chance. But the problem with that is, it's that last pick Renata, right? The Renata was so nice. We were very happy when it got locked in for good reason. The hostile takeover has just shut down everything that Ultra Prime wanted to do.
Nothing more fun than elite Renata gameplay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, these calls are getting worse and worse. Again, it's just Aki. It's just like last time. It's deja vu. He eats a Culling, he eats a Sejuani ult. At least gets Hoya to TP over, but again, Ultra Prime, all of their tools are down to even try and force a fight. They have to stand there, hope for a 50-50, hope to flash on top of Hoya. No, they get chunked up with another beautiful Impale hostile takeover. It's all layering into a buzzsaw named ThunderTalk. Goodbye, Ultra Prime. Sayonara to the tune of another ace home once they chase down Ji-Young.
Oh, Ji-Young, he's just about getting away. 1xN, he's got some very short-range guns in his pocket right now. The attempted recall coming through. Feather should spot him out here. Yep, does stop that one. Now, does Feather win this?
No,
Feather plus Wolves.
Ignite?
Plus Ignite. Ooh,
come on, Wolves.
Come on, you got this. Come on, Feather.
Oh, the Q.
Come on, Feather. The teleport in from Zetab.
No, come on, let Feather do it. Let Feather do it, Zetab. Oh.
Right, was that Saber was going to get ahead, Bio was going to get ahead, and they could just pump damage. But these are relatively short-range champions, and when your tanks are not tanking, and you don't deal a lot of damage, you're trying to step up way too close, and ThunderTalk, they're just finding it way too easy. Still, potential another fight is just going to be the Baron taken down. Xiaosha had the flank there, but I don't know that that saves you.
This is just over. Back it up, folks. There's no way unless CT make an overstep here. Xiaosha is going to come down with the flank. They're starting to layer the Magnet Storm into the counter-strike. Ji-Young's getting 3 hits on the 1xN, but the bailout and the hostile takeover.
He lives!
It's MVP Feather again to save his squad. Ace, Baron, time to pack this series up, ThunderTalk.
This one is gonna be over. 1xN living there is crazy, and like you said, it's all down to Feather. He has been gorgeous in this game. The hostile takeovers have been perfect. The bailouts have been perfect too, and a deathless ADC is his reward. ThunderTalk, they were a bit shaky in game number 1, but they have turned it on here in games 2 and 3.
A game 1 marred by topsy-turvy gameplay, mistakes, and a loss for ThunderTalk in the rearview mirror. The future and the present is now their first series win to split 3.
Interesting to see if they can do it, because all of the same criticisms we had previously feel like they can still be here, and you don't even have that same level of late game. You don't expect Leave Niket to be able to step up. We've also got mid push too, although teleport back in from Thoinby.
Yeah, and here is Nayo. Nayo and Niket looking to make their impact. Vaultbreaker right onto LP. He's kind of left alone. The bailout's going to come across. Dragon secure for Xiaofeng, but it's going to cost LP his life. And Xiaofeng has to flash out of the Drake pit. NIP, uber aggressive. We thought it'd be a classic Drake give, but they didn't come at a price. And now you've got Zika throwing hands with solo kill, going under the turret with the public execution. Gets the kill, flashes out.
LNG top lane as well. Now though, this is going to be a fight.
Classic LPL, we're fighting over a blue buff, dropping all of our ultimates. Crescent Guard not going to protect Xiaofeng for long, but a huge stun comes across on the side of the Xiao. Hai Chao hits onto 3 members, but they just can't get over the wall to support him, and NIP collapse in time. Feats of Warfare secured. LNG dies, and Hai Chao's going to try and cut down the incoming wave, and NIP are very much so set up on that bot side. They got pinks coming across. Great equalizer from Solo Kill. Should burn a lot of this wave down. Weir's Wall's coming across, but the Cannon Minion survives, and it sets up the dive well. Valiant effort there from Solo Kill, but a better execution for LNG.
Not even needed in that one. Just a nice, well-executed dive. Like I said, the wave was going down very quickly. The first minion wave also blocked the full combo coming out from Hai Chao. He hit himself a good side.
For a lot of very helpful water in the name of killing off Solo Kill. That turret is standing on its last legs. Zika's bringing the wave up, but this time Solo Kill doesn't have an idea the dive's coming. Chains of Corruption connects into the public execution. That is poetry in motion, LNG, and the turret is the cherry on top, knocking down Solo Kill for a second time.
Zhou's even going to be the one who ends up tanking kill, but they just don't set it up any near as well. They don't have that layering of the CC, and it's kind of embarrassing that you just watch LNG walk away. Hai Chao has flash, didn't even use it. He was chilling in that some of the big key ultis available and just buy a bit of space. This Herald is going to go down, but I don't know if LNG potentially want to go for a fight straight afterwards. It would be risky, and yeah, there's no real point. Great picture-in-picture to show the fact that you're still getting use on the Rift from this for LNG. They're going to be able to pick up this bot lane tower. This is even more gold for them.
Hai Chao, great Weaver's Wall. Harold's got to go the long way around. It's going to force Nayo to jump in and now go for the charge as the Dawning Shadow is used onto Haichao. Oh, but Nayo! Somebody revoked this guy's driver's license. He completely whiffs, and now Zika, he's teleported in. Has the excuse, just going to hit on into Ken, and Xiaofeng goes forward. They get more than enough damage. The Ken is down with a snap of a finger. A tipsy-turvy drive-by turns LNG even more gold forward. They go about 2k gold ult, and they're going to look to try and threaten this mid lane turret. Remember, they've got the grubs, they've got the man advantage, and IP have just enough wave clear to deal with it.
Yikes. Oh, I've seen some dodgy driving before, but that is truly something special. I can't tell if Nayu wanted to miss the tower there. He missed so badly, I have to assume that he didn't want to hit it. Oh, Lena's also just going to get caught right here.
Out of position. Turns it on to Haichao. Solo Kill's going after it. Flashes forward. The exhaust is enough to keep Haichao safe to get the dragon. But here comes the cat trying to hold up the big shield. LP very low. Haichao very low as well. LNG, they need to get out of this fight with as many people as they can to survive. And it's going to be the valiant sacrifice of Xiaofeng to make sure his carries are out without a...
LNG pushing up very aggressively right now in the top side of the map. There they go.
I love these moves from Haichao. It's not to make aggressive plays, look for kills. It's just to get them small windows, to get towers, to get objectives. There's a mid tower down. But MP have a response. Nayo goes over the wall of Vault Breaker, but does not get close enough for a cease and desist. Much more valuable prize. LNG, they're just going to have Xiaofeng burn down the dragon. They seem content to be giving this Octagon or have no clue that it's going down. They got to force their way out mid lane to make this somewhat worth of a trade, but they might just be a little bit too late to the punch here.
I think they should be able to at least get a good chunk off of it. Nice hostile takeover out of Doinbi.
Oh my god, sets up the snare. Doinbi almost doing it all on his own. Oh,
did they even get to touch this tower? They shouldn't, because Haichao has arrived. Haichao is here.
If this turns into a Haichao dive,
it is.
Oh my god, it is. Good flash, Haichao. Okay, hold on. Turn aggro from Nayo, but he gets another Vault Breaker through. Worth. Nayo, worth.
The reaction times to be able to flash away from that one was crazy. That one happened in a split second. But like you said, that's so many of the flashes gone and off of a ton of plus that Rift Maker means that there's just so much healing available, and that's going to give the mid lane priority that NIP desperately needed. They're going to be able to pick up this tier 1 tower. Now they can step back up towards the Baron. Resets have come through, however. You do need to be careful a little bit. Still, Nayo's been able to head back, get himself a ton more health. The Baron now going to be started by LNG. This is risky.
But they get forced off it again. They're just standing still and watching this game crumble. Constantly answering mid-waves, too afraid to pull the trigger. And now all of a sudden, NIP are on soul point out of a position they never should have gotten to.
Yikes, 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 LNG. They just are sitting and are watching the game happen to them with a composition that really needed them to continue to be proactive. They're getting the items through, right? Void Staff now going to be complete for Haichao as well. He's going to begin to deal damage, but now it's NIP who start up the Baron, and can LNG force their way into the pit? The Baron, it's already down to about a third of its HP.
Oh, nobody can make up their mind at this Baron. There's not enough vision. They're not confident that they want to fight with Baron and kill, but there's the Cat going forward, gets the double knockup on the Glacial Fissure. Haichao is caught. Beautiful layering. Glacial Fissure, Equalizer, churning and burning LNG. Bronson comes across, and look at Leave. He's clicking LP from halfway across the map.
Yeah, with all of the delays, Leave has gotten online, and now NIP, they can turn back around and head back towards this Baron. They lose no members for that fight. Everybody walks away from this one. And it's been a dance around the Baron for a full 10 minutes right here, but NIP, they come out on top.
This is a filibuster level stall from NIP.
Yeah.
They stalled this thing for 12 minutes. And now
literally just right-clicking. There's absolutely nothing else that he's doing, and he's so far away with the rapid-fire cannon as well. It's so tricky to play. And this was the problem, right? We kept highlighting it for LNG. They're delaying, they're delaying, they're delaying. They're not getting themselves that Infernal Soul that they were set up for 10 full minutes ago. They're not getting themselves the Baron that they were set up for, and they're allowing Leave to just keep on stacking. And NIP, they are in firm control of this game. It's been back and forth up until this point, but now 5k gold lead. And the Baron buff. What can they do to crack open this game?
Start farming more kills. 11 kills in about 36 minutes. That's going to change real soon. And then IP can just start this Baron assault. Mid tier 2 down. Bottom tier 2 to follow right after that. LNG how they've completely wasted their window ahead.
Yeah.
Anybody can get this work and lead by this point. I'm just waiting to see this first auto. Oh my god, he lands the W into the Abscond duck, and they get of anybody edge. Xiaofeng drops the crescent guard, doesn't matter. Nayo executes him, and here comes NIP at full force. You waited too long, LNG. You messed around with the wrong juggernaut of Group Nirvana, and now they're just gonna farm all these kills up. Down goes Zika. The rest of LNG to fall at the wayside. NIP are not here to play in Group Nirvana.
There we go, it takes a while, nearly a 40-minute game, but in the end, NIP, they show up big time. They get to stall the game out long enough for Leave to get online, for Doinby to start hitting like a truck. This is what we wanted.
Forward, and then obviously everyone knows with the Sivir kit, right? You can just spell shield a yellow card that's coming in. So already Doinby's TF effectiveness, but even try and rush Nayo off of it, but no, LNG are 10 playing slow once more and giving this first neutral over.
I think, to be honest, I like it in this situation, right? You've got yourself a much weaker bot lane at this point.
Poked down enough members of LNG to secure themselves 2 Drakes in the early game.
There we go, and that looked like it was going to be even worse. Oh no!
Zika again, falling for the same trap, and this time will Solo get the kill. No, it's Zika to leap to safety again for the 3rd time.
Yikes. Xiaofeng absolutely saves. They've got themselves the early move on towards this objective, going to be bursting this one down. LNG, they're stepping up, they're trying to get something done right here.
Zika, he's going to be forcing a recall.
Okay!
Just teleport in, and Zhuo flies in after Doinby. They've got it locked down, and there's your first kill of the game right at the 16-minute mark. It's LP and LNG grabbing control of the pit for the Rift Herald by knocking down Doinby. That's our first kill 3 minutes ago. You can see how dark the river is here for NIP. They get a spot out that the Dragon is being taken that fast. Zhuo gonna go for the headbutt pulverize, but there's a Seeking Recall. Lightning Crash gonna come out. Leaf gets an exhaust thrown right onto his head. Still throwing the autos down. There's the Destiny. Throws out a red card though from Doinby. The charm still lands. The Cat over the wall. Clutch on this Recon. Charms up both Haichao and Zhuo and knocks them down. Solo kill the all out goes right after Xiaofeng. There's Feats of Warfare. Just when we thought NIP were snoozing, they wake up and scrap their way home.
That's what we were waiting for right here. NIP, they pull the trigger. We finally get to see an aggressive Faithful. Oh, it was nice. That was really nice. Real good aggression right here out of NIP. And the fact that they're able to pick up some of these key kills and shut down a couple of the people who were just allowed to sit and farm. And yeah, we've waited so long, the Atakan spawns. Didn't get a chance to talk about it because it had already happened. We were waiting way too long. Zika is here trying to... I don't even know what. There's nothing he can really do in this situation.
What a blessing.
Still got 2 seconds left until your jungle's up and available. That one's done.
What a blessing. Maybe, you know what, NIP, was that the whole plan, right? You were going to fight when
time we get to see something big. And I wasn't even sure about this working out for Leave. He only really hits that lightning crash onto one person. But like I said, Doinby, he gets to join up. Yeah, it's not the gold card, but it really doesn't matter in this situation. It's just going to be
perfect moment. They both grab a Black Cleaver, so they're even in items. Pretty even across the board in all aspects. And just like we said in game 1, comes down to execution. LNG could not handle the pressure in the driver's seat, but Doinby definitely can.
Oh,
no! Fails to flash over the wall. It's disaster and stings home. The all-out does come out from solo kill, but there's no damage left here. LP's pushed out by Nayo, looking for a clutch kick, but there's the double backline and Tofo strikes, opening up for the big-time bout in solo kill. And look who's running amok with electricity in his veins. It's Leave on his Sari for the triple. Down goes LNG to the tune of an ace.
And this is going to be the mid lane tier 1, and more importantly, the Baron picked up right here for NIP. They played the early game slowly, but they've picked their moments brilliantly. They get those item breakpoints. We said it was a low damage composition. Well, as long as Leave is sitting and hitting, then it's not. And NIP, they have played 2 fights back to back to perfection right here. Oh boy, LNG, it's not looking good.
It is travesty. And again, it's to credit of NIP, the timing they look.
They're not going to win. We're going to jump out of that replay, and Haichao is probably just going to be dead. Yep, gold card going to land, and that's a dead mid laner. NIP are running amok over this rift.
Now no Haichao. No way for LNG to stop this Mountain Soul. Everything is collapsed under the weight of NIP's global threat. Just like that, they've got Purple Banner on 5, a Mountain Soul to negate all that scaling damage for the next 10-ish minutes. This is what we wanted to see from LNG. Take notes. This is what Group Ascend teams do when you're in a pivotal position for win cons like Mountain Soul and Baron.
Oh, hang on. Jump back here. Rakan just so slippery. Really no way to be able to actually catch onto a couple of these members, and it's so unfortunate to see. Doinby also now going to be able to head up to the top lane and just pick himself up some freestanding gold that's still somehow here, right? The fact that you're able to just put more gold into your back pocket. This is now going to be a 6,000 gold lead for Ninjas in Pajamas. They are in complete control of this game. That's now going to be 3 items completed here on for Doinby. Rapid fire cannon in inventory is going to be huge. They've got the upgraded boots as well. Pushing here onto this tier 2 tower. I mean, can you step up enough to actually be able to take out this Baron empowered cannon?
Not gonna let him get close enough. Lee pushes out too much damage. Sivir can do the job though. Look how much LNG is investing to kind of just hold this tier 2 down that they relinquish as the next wave pours on in. Meantime, solo kill trying to usher his own
to get to the breakpoints they needed and just completely take over this series.
Hopefully this just acts as a wake-up call because as much as we talk about how this is NIP's Nirvana to run, it also is giving, you know, a bit of a window into LNG to show LNG, just all the Nirvana teams, what it's going to take to try and be competitive if you ever do get up to 100%. LNG looking for a flank here with the teleport coming out from Zhuo. They Sunsteel Spellbook. Going to get a big headbutt pulverize. Great cancel from Niket. He actually doesn't even get it off. And Xiaohao is already down way too low alongside Xiaofeng. It's just too late to try and make these plays, LNG. You bided your time, and now you got to pay the piper. Lead is going to get shut down. Zika, beautiful stasis to come out as well. But like I said, too little, too late. NIP too strong to deal with as 5. But Zika looked like a raid boss here. This guy is taking no damage. That's what happens when you don't have the Zeri. But it's still not enough. NIP looking to turn this series into a sweep out to kick off their stage of Nirvana.
And this one going to be almost a full 7 minutes quicker, even though we still had a slow early game, 17 minutes for that first kill. But the second that NIP got it rolling, they've been able to just keep on going with this one. It's going to be the mid lane inhibitor falling. It's going to be the bot lane inhibitor falling if NIP want it as well. Instead, it looks like they're just going to back off a little bit more than half, isn't it?
Oh, he's got solo kill there too.
Yeah, still. Leaf doesn't really need his top laner in the area. I'll be honest, this could very easily go down. It's just gone.
Funneled in too late. Yep, the Baron is already gone. Zika's going to go with the counter strike. The Xiaofeng flies after Lee, but once again, he just escapes off to the side. The All-Out's going to pull away LP. That is not a 1v1 he wants. And NIP, they're just better prepared for everything that LNG have thrown at them, showing exactly why Group Nirvana should fear Ninjas in Pajamas. All split 3 long, then kick off their campaign with a sweep of LNG.
Doinby, he says it's not a problem with the champion, you'll just suck, I can do it better. Has a brilliant performance right here. And now it's just going to be the march down into the base. You've got yourself super minions pouring in through the mid lane. They're not even going to need it, most likely. The Baron empowered normals are going to do it just fine. One more stun right here. That's going to be a final kill onto Xiaofeng. And the game is over. 2-0 NIP versus LNG.
A gold card resembling a golden ticket back to the scrim room for LNG. Their first